If you're eager to get up to speed on what Kawasaki has in store for the upcoming model year, you're in the right place. From the beginner-friendly Ninja 125 Single, Ninja 500 Twin, and Ninja 650 Parallel Twin, each providing an accessible and affordable entry point. So let's get into 8 new bikes. Starting off, we have the Ninja 1000 SX. Kawasaki announced an update to their Ninja 1000 SX Sports Tourer for 2025, introducing a new 1100 engine and an upgraded SE version. If you're looking for a solid, value-packed sports tourer without the tall suspension of many crossover-style bikes, this has long been a great option. One of the biggest challenges is the shift from a 1043cc engine to a 1099cc inline 4. Interestingly, despite the increase in displacement, peak power has actually decreased slightly. The previous model produced 140 horsepower at 10,000 RPM, whereas the new version now puts out 134 horsepower at 9,000 RPM. This might make you wonder why a larger engine results in less peak power. According to Kawasaki, the focus is on improving usable mid-range torque, which should enhance real-world rideability. Peak torque has indeed seen a small bump, going from 111 Nm to 113 Nm. However, a more likely reason for this change is manufacturing efficiency. The Ninja 1100 SX now shares the same engine tuning as the newly announced Versys 1100, meaning Kawasaki only needs to produce one version of the engine instead of 2. As a result, the new Ninja no longer benefits from the extra 1000 RPM range of the previous model, which contributed to its peak power output. Despite the drop in peak power, Kawasaki has introduced a few refinements aimed at making the riding experience better. Longer gearing. 5th and 6th gears have now been extended, allowing for smoother highway cruising. Improved quick shifter, now functional from as low as 1500 RPM, making low-speed shifts easier and smoother. Upgraded brakes. The rear brake disc has now been increased from 250mm to 260mm, providing better stopping power, especially beneficial when carrying a passenger or luggage. And new tyres. The latest Bridgestone Battleaxe S23 tyres replaced the previous OE rubber, addressing past criticisms about the stock tyres. Number 7. Kawasaki Versys 1100. At first glance, it bears a strong resemblance to its predecessor, the Versys 1000. However, while the updates may not be groundbreaking, they appear to be well thought out improvements. The most significant update is the engine. As the name suggests, the displacement has been increased from the previous 1045cc to a new 1099cc, achieved by lengthening the engine stroke by 3mm. Alongside this increase, Kawasaki has reworked several internal components. The intake funnels and ports have been revised, the ECU has received new tuning, and the cams now have lower lift. Additionally, a heavier flywheel and a secondary balancer have been incorporated to reduce vibrations, and larger balancers between the headers have been added to improve power delivery throughout the rev range. Naturally, a larger engine means more power, and this model delivers a solid boost. The Versys 1100 now produces 133 horsepower at 9,000 RPM, an increase from the previous 118 horsepower at the same revs. The additional 15 horsepower will certainly be welcome. However, unlike some of its competitors, such as the BMW S1000XR, which makes 170 horsepower at high revs, the Versys is not about raw top-end power. Instead, it's designed for strong mid-range performance and ample torque. The peak torque now stands at 112 Nm at 7,200 RPM, up from 102 Nm on the previous model. Kawasaki also claims that the torque curve has been improved between 4,000 and 7,000 RPM, which should enhance real-world rideability. The base price has increased slightly, now sitting at £11,899. The S model, featuring a TFT display, cornering lights, and additional features, is priced at £13,642, only a minor increase from the previous model. The top-tier SE model, which includes electronic suspension, now costs £15,646. Compared to rivals, these prices remain competitive. Number 6. Kawasaki Z900. For 2025, Kawasaki has given it a solid evolutionary step forward. The 122 horsepower inline-4 engine remains, but it now benefits from revised cam profiles and a shorter internal gear ratio. While the chassis remains largely unchanged, 2025 introduces radial-mounted calipers, a long overdue upgrade. One of the most significant additions is the introduction of a 6-axis IMU, which elevates the electronic suite considerably. A new dash, a refined interface, and a voice command system allow riders to interact with the bike for navigation and fuel status updates. The base model is priced at £9,199, while the SE variant, equipped with Erlin suspension and Brembo brakes, comes in at £11,349. Kawasaki appears to have raided the archives, equipping the Z900 with levers that could have been lifted straight from a 1992 ZXR 400. The positioning requires some adaptation, particularly when working through tight corners where gear selection becomes crucial. Compared to its closest rivals, particularly the Honda Hornet SP, the Kawasaki holds its own. The Hornet's agility and refinement are undeniable, but the Z900's raw personality and aggressive stance will appeal to those who prioritize styling and an old-school inline-4 experience over sheer technical supremacy. Kawasaki has crafted a machine that offers a compelling package at just over £9,000, balancing performance, technology, and value. Number 5. Z900 RS SE. One of the most noticeable changes is the addition of a tuned exhaust, which gives the bike a deeper, more refined sound. This is the first year Kawasaki has made this upgrade, and it's definitely something you can hear and feel. Weighing in at approximately 450 to 460 pounds, the Z900 RS SE is both sturdy and agile. It has an overall length of 74.9 inches and is powered by a 900cc engine. The fuel tank has a capacity of 4.5 gallons, making it a great option for everyday rides. The seat height sits at around 33 inches, ensuring a comfortable and upright riding position. Kawasaki has equipped this model with all the premium features you'd expect, including 3 levels of Kawasaki traction control. If you're looking for a slightly different aesthetic, there is also a black and green version available that comes with fewer add-ons. Riders will appreciate the inclusion of an adjustable traction control system. By holding down the select button, you can toggle between different levels, or even turn it off completely for a raw riding experience. Additionally, the bike is equipped with ABS for enhanced safety. The overall styling of the Z900 RS SE is undeniably classic, yet it features modern touches that elevate its appeal. The metallic flake finish on the bodywork adds a premium feel, and the gold wheels give it a distinct, eye-catching look. Black colors are becoming increasingly popular, and they tend to be easier to maintain compared to glossy finishes. Number 4. KLE 500. For those who remember the original KLE 500, it was an underrated gem, ahead of its time in many ways. While not flawless, it proved itself as a solid, reliable machine with commendable off-road capabilities. Unlike many competitors in its day, it featured a 21-inch front wheel and a parallel twin engine, a rare sight back then. Over the years, as manufacturers pushed for bigger and heavier machines, the original KLE 500 started to grow bulkier too. However, the early versions weighed a mere 178 kilograms or 392 pounds. Could we see a return to that lightweight, adventure-ready build? The Versys 650, which succeeded the KLE 500, was more road-focused, while the KLR 650, though a great machine, remains a single-cylinder. A twin-cylinder setup provides a smoother ride, especially on longer journeys. Before wrapping up, a quick reminder to subscribe and leave a thumbs up if you found this review helpful. Number 3. ZX6R. One of the standout features right away is the stunning 4.5-inch TFT display, offering sharp visuals and a user-friendly interface. Let's talk numbers. This bike delivers an exhilarating 122 horsepower and is equipped with a 6-speed transmission. The 2022 model introduces a fresh grey and blue color scheme, a definite head-turner that ensures you won't go unnoticed. Taking a turn here, the seat height sits at about 31 to 32 inches, giving a comfortable stance for most riders. The braking system is seriously impressive. Kawasaki's monoblock calipers and floating 310mm discs deliver precise stopping power just when you need it. As for the tyres, the Pirelli Diablo Rosso 4S are a game changer. They feature a dual compound design, providing extra durability in the center while keeping the edges ultra grippy for sharp handling. This is a machine that thrives in the corners, built to deliver confidence-inspiring performance. The ZX6R weighs in at 434 pounds, balancing power and agility effortlessly. While stock power is rated at 122 horsepower, a quick ECU tune can push that up to 127 horsepower. Torque sits in at the low 50s, meaning you'll need to keep the revs high to extract peak performance. With a red line of 14,000 RPM, this bike is built to be ridden hard. Number 2. Ninja 650. One of the first things you'll notice when you fire up the Ninja 650 is a stunning TFT display. which includes an auto brightness feature that adjusts based on ambient light. The bike also comes equipped with Kawasaki's 2-level traction control system, allowing riders to adjust settings on the fly for a customized riding experience. The Ninja 650 is powered by a 649cc parallel twin engine, producing around 68 horsepower at approximately 8,600 RPM. With a 10,000 RPM redline, the bike delivers smooth acceleration and plenty of power for daily riding and weekend adventures. The slipper clutch ensures smoother downshifts, preventing rear-wheel hop and making gear changes seamless. The 2025 model boasts LED lighting all around, including headlights, taillights, and turn signals, ensuring visibility and a modern look. The KRT edition features Kawasaki's signature green color scheme, but there are multiple color options available to suit different rider preferences. The 2025 Kawasaki Ninja 650 is priced at $8,899 for the base model, with the ABS version costing slightly more. In number 1, rather than reinventing the wheel, Kawasaki has refined the well-established Ninja 400 platform. The heart of this machine is a 451cc parallel twin engine, which is essentially a stretched version of the previous 400cc unit. It generates around 51 horsepower and 37 pounds per foot of torque, striking a balance between everyday usability and engaging performance. Opting for the SE version brings several convenience and aesthetic enhancements. Firstly, a keyless ignition system for seamless operation, a new TFT display that replaces the analog dash found in previous models, offering a more modern interface, protective tank pads that reduce wear but don't significantly enhance grip, frame sliders to help mitigate damage in case of a fall, a larger windscreen for improved wind protection, a built-in USB charging port for added functionality on long rides, and a 40th anniversary livery reminiscent of Kawasaki's historic racing schemes. The Ninja 500 maintains a user-friendly seat height of just over 30 inches, making it accessible to a broad range of riders. The lightweight frame ensures easy maneuverability, making it an ideal choice for new riders stepping into the sport bike world. The bike retains much of the Ninja 400's ergonomics, offering a comfortable riding posture that is sporty, yet forgiving.